Hello friends, welcome to this new tutorial. Today I have here this iPhone 6s Plus and I will show you how to replace the screen. So to replace the screen we will need these tools. This is an IC semi and we will need a pentalobe screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, tweezers, and also we'll need a new screen. So let's do it. By the way, this method will work for all iPhone 6, 6s, and 6 Plus, and 6s Plus. So it's gonna be the same, just with very light differences. Okay, so let's do it. First of all, we will need to use the pentalobe screwdriver. Open these two screws here in the bottom. I'm just gonna do it quickly. So if you see that I'm speeding up, just pause the video and see the steps one by one. By the way, you need to organize your screws, put them organized. So I'm just gonna put them in this side here, and make sure you put the screws back to the spot that you take the screw out from. Alright, so after I remove these two screws, now I'm gonna use the IC semi and they will make a hole here. I will insert this one here. Once I have it like this, I will just like wiggle to the back and insert it a little bit more. Then I will lift up like this. By the way, the iPhone 6s and up, they have a glue adhesive holding the screen from the side, so you're just gonna use this IC semi and slide it gently on the frame here until you remove the adhesive which is holding the screen. Then I will keep holding this side like this, and I will go here and I will do the same. I will lift up the screen gently, and I'm using just the edge. I'm not touching inside, I'm just using this edge here to lift up the screen. You will see this adhesive here, as you see. Don't worry about it, this is not important. It's a seal in the phone to protect it from the water damage, but it's not protecting really the phone. Just be careful. So once the screen is open like this, you're just gonna lift it up gently until you open it like this. Then you can turn off the phone, and after that we're gonna remove the battery. The first thing we will disconnect is the battery. It's right here. So we're gonna remove this bracket. It has two screws. So I will put this bracket right here next to its screws. Then I use my nail and I will disconnect the battery connection. This is the battery connection. Then I will open these screws here. We have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make sure you keep them organized because these screws, they are not the same length, so make sure you organize them very well and put the screws back to their spots. Okay, so we have these two here. Then I have one screw in the middle and two on the sides. Then I remove this bracket and I put it next to its screws. As you see, that's how I organize them. So now I'm gonna use my nail to disconnect these cables. Okay, I disconnect these three cables. So we're gonna put this one aside. Then we will bring the new screen. I will remove this plastic. This is just plastic covering the screen for the protection. And now I will remove the home button, the earpiece, and this bracket. I will transfer them to this new screen. The home button has two screws in the bottom. I will remove this, put it next to its screws. Then we have here the connection for the home button. I disconnect it gently. Then I will push it from the bottom here and pull it gently. It's glued down. I will just pull it gently until I remove it. Make sure don't cut this cable here. Okay. Alright, so the second thing, I will remove this bracket. So this bracket has 3 screws on the sides here and 1 screw here. So we start with the one on the top, put it here, these screws, by the way, are the same, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up. Then I will lift up this bracket and I will transfer it directly to the new screen. So I will put these screws back to remove any kind of confusion. Alright, so I will make sure that the holes here are matching with the hole. I mean the holes of the bracket are matching perfectly here. Then I will tighten the screws. Okay. Until now everything is easy and simple. Make sure the screws that you have, the screwdrivers are magnetized, so the screw can stick on them and you don't have to keep like struggling to put them back here. Alright, so this is the last screw. Then I will push, you see the cable here, I will push it down and I will put the home button here. Make sure it's aligned. There is like small prong here in this spot here. Then I will flip this cable and make sure I connect it perfectly. Okay, it's connected. Then the brackets on the top. By the way, I didn't upload the video about how to fix this screen for a long time, so that's why I decided to make this video. So now I will remove this plastic which is covering the microphone hole. This is the microphone hole. This plastic, the blue one, is just covering this place from dust. Then I will remove the earpiece. The earpiece has 3 screws on the top, so this is the first one. They are different, so make sure you put the right screw back to its original spot. So now I will remove this bracket. So this is the most difficult part, so you need to be very careful, and you need to focus and make sure you pay attention to all the details. So I remove this bracket, I put it here next to the screws. Then I will lift up, this is the front facing camera, I will lift it up to the back like this. Make sure don't touch the camera lens with your fingers, because you will make some fingerprints on it and it will be foggy when you try to make to take pictures. So after I lift up this, I will take the earpiece out. Then I have here the cable. This is one cable. It has the camera, the front facing camera, and the microphone, it's in the bottom here, and the earpiece connection. And also it has the proximity sensor here, so it has like many functions. So now I will release the proximity sensor. So as you see, the proximity sensor, this white gasket, sometimes it stuck here, so it's good that it comes out with the proximity sensor on it. Alright, because if it's not, I will have to transfer this white gasket from here to the new screen, in case the screen doesn't come with that gasket, because when you buy the screen sometimes it comes with the gasket for the proximity sensor and the camera. Sometimes it doesn't come with it. In my case it doesn't come with it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I will use the tweezers and insert it underneath this microphone. This is the top microphone. I make sure don't make any cut or any hole on it. As you see, it's removed. Then I will put this aside and I will transfer this directly to here. When you remove the parts, make sure you put them back quickly to their spots, so you remember. That's how you can remember how it was and how it's supposed to be. Alright, so now as you see, I put the microphone first, I glue it to its place. There is a small hole here where there is like black prank go inside. That's keep the microphone aligned in its spot. Okay, so then I will flip this cable back and I will fold this cable and put it inside here. Alright, make sure it's flat here, it's not crooked or not raised up. Then you take this earpiece and you put it here and you pass your finger over it to make sure that it's stable and it's not crooked or moving. Alright, so yeah, then you're gonna put, this is the camera, you're gonna flip it over like this and make sure you have two holes here, and here you have the 4 dots. They must be connected to these dots here. So I'm gonna redo it. So first we're gonna put this, we're gonna put the microphone, the earpiece here, make sure it's stable. We will hold it with this finger. Then we're gonna put this down and we will remove this finger here. And then we make sure that this is very difficult, but just make sure you take your time until you get it done right. Alright, so I see that the small pranks are getting out from the hole here, this one here and this one here. Alright, so then we're gonna lift up this one and we will put the camera gasket. The camera gasket is right here, this white one. I'm just gonna remove it and put it inside here. Make sure there is no pieces of glasses there. Then the camera will go inside. Okay, then I will take this one and keep holding it because it's gonna keep popping up. So I will put this one here and hold it again. Make sure everything is steady and stable, it's not moving. Then you will put the screws back. Okay, this is the first screw and this is the second. For example, if you put this screw here, it's gonna be long, so it may reach the screen and you will break it again. So make sure you put the right screw back to its original spot. And voila, so now the screen is ready. I will put this one aside, then I will connect these cables. Make sure the cables are like this. Sometimes you may put this cable behind this cable behind this, so make sure they are, you see all three cables when you put the cables together like this. So then we're gonna connect this one first on the side. Make sure the cable is matching with the spot on the motherboard, then press on it. I will do the same thing for the other cables. And this is the third one. I will put this bracket back here, then the screws. These two screws are very important. Make sure you put them back to their original spot, especially these two, because if you put a long screw it will reach to the motherboard, and when you tighten it you may damage the phone. So now I connect the battery, then I will put this bracket back here. We have short screw goes to this side and the longer one gonna be in this side here. Make sure if your screen is completely shattered, make sure there is no pieces of glass left here, and make sure that the frame is very clean. Then you will connect the screen from the top. Make sure there is no gap here in this side, then hold it and release the screen. Put it down, 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 and voila. So now I will turn the phone on to make sure it's working, and while the phone is turning on I will put these two screws in the bottom. Okay, it's on, so I'm just gonna test the screen, make sure it's responding normal. Okay, it looks like it's responding normal. I don't have the password here, so it's fine. That's how we do the screen replacement on an iPhone 6, 6s, 6 Plus and 6s Plus. For the iPhone 7 and up, they are almost the same thing, just the screen it opens this way, not this way. Alright, and you need to use the tri-point screwdriver. Here you don't need to use the tri-point, you use only the Phillips screwdriver and the pentalobe. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I hope that this video helped you to fix your phone easily. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video and have a wonderful time. Peace.